Okay, welcome back with Happy Chappy. So, in a past video I mentioned about when people aren't helping each other, they're trying to bring them down, that you should be put in a cell. Well, you're already in a cell if you think about it. Well, you're multiple cells, but like your body's like one big cell. It's got feelings, emotions, it's got many different layers and levels, and they all react in a certain way to protect you as your consciousness. But that cell, like any cell in the body, has got disturbances of incoming frequencies, viruses, things like that. So you've got to protect yourself from that. But we walk around every day as if we don't need protection. We're fine. Uh, and we miss out on the viruses creeping up on us, that we become frustrating to others as we bring their energy down. Considering you're on a negative field. So that cell that you becomes toxic to all other cells around you. Now, when someone misbehaves in the world, or does something wrong against law, you'd be put into jail, into a cell. So how do you think that came about? You see, they don't explain how it came about. I don't know. I never created it. I don't have that enough knowledge about it to know. But how did it come about that it was called a cell? And that you would be confined in it to learn about yourself because there's nothing else there to learn about. But what are you? You are the exact same thing. But yet we don't look in ourselves to find what's in that cell. We just see it as empty space that we're locked up in because there's so much outside of us. But when you're in that cell, in a jail cell, you're not seeing all that's outside of you. So what do you get to think about? What's in that cell? Now, remember, with all the cells that's within you, you're just one big cell that's protecting all them, with many different layers of protection with your senses to protect you from all out there. Now, take away the senses from looking out there and start looking in here and look at what's in that cell. How is that cell vibrating? Is it on a good vibe or is it on a downer? What are you vibrating like in that cell? Because you don't want to be put into another cell, or do you need to be? I don't believe you do, no matter who you are. I believe like you can change your vibration. I don't just believe it, I know it because I've done it. And if I can do it, then anyone can do it. I am no different than anyone else. But you have to look in here, in the consciousness, as being everything, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, that creates the subject that you are, that creates the cell that you are, and that holds all within it. In how you consciously think, how you consciously react, how your awareness of who you are as a physical cell being is all held in your consciousness. But consciously, You see that as the body. So what's in that consciousness, in that body that you hold? What's it vibrating out there? Is it vibrating a sense that it's locked up in that cell, in that body, that it needs to get out here to misbehave at something so it does get locked up in a cell? Or is it happy within who it is, enjoying the cell that it is, and enjoying the freedom to go out and interact with other cells? But yeah, it just got me thinking of jail cell. If you think about it, they probably knew all this information. Well, I'm sure they did. It's been a manipulation in this world since my time on it anyway. I can't say anything else. Anything else is just speculation. But if you look at jail and look at anything in life, how anything is created, you can see the flow of life in it and how things are labeled. If it's not a word and it's numbered, or it's a shape, but it's all got a pattern. And like a jail, it's called a cell, which is what you are. You see companies, they're called corporations, but you're a corporation of cells, and you're the holder, you're the owner, the CEO, SEO, whatever the top one is, but that's who you are over all them cells. And what you put in there is how that company's going to run. So if you're putting in negative feelings and that, then you're going to vibrate on that. And before you know it, there's going to be papers lost here or there, and it becomes damaging to that corporation that you are. And then you may be on that negative field so much that you end up in another cell to recollect yourself in that cell to recalibrate that cooperation that you are in a corporation. So that's all it is like you're the universe within the universe that's in the universe in another form, in several other forms. Anyway, just my thought sharing. Happy Chopper here. Love and peace. It's the only way.